Welcome to 6 months of our YouTube channel.
So the purpose of the video this week is to run through our experience on YouTube so far. It was a completely new experience to us, one that a friend of ours pushed us into doing. It's had lots of highs, a few lows, and yeah, we just wanted to run through our experience of it so far.
When we bought the villa, it was never our intention to do this, but the suggestion was made and we talked about it and said we'd give it a go, and 6 months later we're still going and we get so many lovely messages.
Yeah, it's been really positive, hasn't it? So in this video we just want to show you a few of the highlights, along with a few of the things that you haven't seen, a few of the things that have gone wrong whilst filming. There's been a couple of funny moments, hasn't there?
There's been the odd blooper.
So if you've not seen this program before, just a quick bit about us. We're a British couple. We commute to Greece to do the renovation that we're working on at the moment. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 kids and one dog. So yeah, we've got busy lives. We both work a hell of a lot at home and we're trying to make this dream come to life, even though we probably wasn't ready. But the whole point of our show is to try to show that you can do things even when you feel like you're not ready, because
there's never a good time.
There's never a good time in life to do this kind of thing. Sometimes you just got to jump in, work it all out while you're doing it.
Yeah, and that's what we're doing.
That's what we're trying to do. So the project that we're looking at now is the dwarf wall that runs around the side and the front of the house. It was in a real mess due to humidity and rising damp, because the garden gets quite wet, doesn't it? And
yeah, we haven't seen a lot of rain since we've owned the villa, but we have seen pictures on Facebook, especially in previous years, where the areas have actually been flooded. Because the ground is so dry and hard, when it rains really heavy, there's nowhere for the water to run away quickly, and therefore it pools. And I guess this is what's happened also to the wall.
So we spent some time over there doing it in 2 stages. First of all, we put the cement base on, which looks actually quite nice on its own, but then we bought a fine render and finished it quite smooth. And we're really happy with how it looks now, isn't it? It looks really... it just makes the villa look less
finished,
uncared for, doesn't it?
It looks finished
like it should do, because the walls of the veranda look quite smooth, and now this matches. It's actually smoother, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really nice. I think it would be really pretty when we get to the point of doing the outside space to have some little bushes or lavender plants along in front of it.
Yeah, we've still got a long way to go.
Yeah.
And over the winter we're going to spend some time planning out exactly what we want to do with the villa next spring, because we've still got a long way to go to make it look really nice, haven't we? But
absolutely.
we're still in the phase of just making sure everything is less run down looking and bringing it all back to life a bit. We're going to move on to the shutters now. So this is a project that needs coming back to, because what we were doing this year was trying to patch them up enough to make them look nice while we spent summer over there, but we knew that they weren't going to last full time because they were in a real mess.
Yeah, Chris is right. The wood in some places was completely rotten, and how he even managed to salvage them to get a summer out of them is still a bit unknown to me, but he did it, and we did manage to get a nice summer out of them, and the villa did look really pretty with them up.
We're quite keen to restore as much as we can as well, because not only does that usually help the budget, but it also keeps the feel of the villa more as we want it to. We want it to feel great. We don't want to just come in, make everything brand new, make it look like a villa in any other part of the world. We want to keep its charm, and we want to try and keep as many of the original features as we possibly can, whilst, you know, making them look fresh and more modern. But the current plan I have is to possibly take the shutters, bring the shutters over to England and work on them over the winter, because I'm going to have quite a lot of time, which I don't have in Greece, to get stuck into them.
And really, the tools.
Yeah, and the tools. So that's possibly an option at the moment. So I'm hoping that it works out that way and we can really repair them, you know, fully, and take them back over there and then
watch this space, because I'm sure there'll be a video on Chris saving the shutters for the second time.
We'll see what comes, but that's the current plan. So our front wall, as you can see, it was a real mess, wasn't it? It just looked so bad. You pulled up to the villa and you've just looked at it and thought, oh my God, what's happened to this place? It just looked so
It was very sad.
uncared for, unloved, sad. Yeah, it wasn't very pretty. So that was one of the major jobs that we focused on our channel over the last 6 months. We've got quite a few episodes that relate to various projects that we've had to undertake on that front wall, which involves patching up with cement, render.
Lots of painting.
A lot of painting, yeah, and getting the window bars off.
They were so heavy, weren't they?
Still not sure that they've started to rust already, so I don't know if we've got to go over them with a different type of paint, because I'm not quite sure if that paint was the correct one. I noticed a lot of rust on them when we went back last month, so we'll have to revisit that, but that's okay, because like we've said in a lot of our videos before, all of these jobs, these are just the jobs to make the place look brighter. For now, we know we're going to have to come back to quite a few of them.
This is the swimming pool. This was a real adventure, not only bringing the swimming pool from the UK out to Zante, but also going and finding where we needed to buy the wood, getting the tools that we needed, and how Chris created something from literally nothing into what was fantastic in late 30s heat all over the summer.
Yeah, the back of the garden, which is where we located the swimming pool, was a wreck when we first turned up in August of 2023. It was a disaster zone, wasn't it? There was there was furniture buried in all of the weeds, and it was a real mess. So tidying up the back of that garden was a priority. And this summer, the priority became to provide a pool for the family to use when it got really hot, which is what we did. So Joe and I spent a week over there trying to have a holiday, whilst also building a swimming pool, trying to fill a swimming pool, because while we were over there, it was our first experience of water rations on the island, which we knew about, but we didn't actually think about it until we got there and realised that there was no water coming out to fill the swimming pool. We drained our tanks down and we were without water for a couple of days.
We were having to have bucket showers in the garden, taking the water back out of the swimming pool that we were trying to fill, because our tanks were literally bone dry. Yeah. So that was quite an experience.
It was an experience. We found out afterwards that we could have got a water delivery for around €70. In hindsight, we probably should have did that, but we were trying to do it the Greek way. Our neighbour told us to just be patient. His exact words were, "You need to make patience," and we didn't want to, go against what he said. Thought, no, he's right. We'll do it the Greek way. We'll be patient. We'll make patience, and it worked out. It
did. It was hilarious though, because even on the last morning before we were going to the airport, we had the bags piled up at the gate, and we were still waiting for those last drips of water to come out of the hose before we left.
So one of the biggest projects which our neighbour actually helped us out with was this front garden. It was such a state. Which is a shame, because it's a lovely space, isn't it? It's got lots of fruit trees in it, got lots of olive trees in it. And it did at one point have a really nice wide gravel drive, which has just become
gravel-less.
Yeah, the gravel's disappeared. I don't know if it's got buried into the soil.
It's just over the years, it's just disappeared. Yeah.
So something we need to do at some point next year is bring it back to life a bit more, because although we've cut everything back and it does look really tidy now, when we manage to get over there, we usually spend the first day cutting the grass, don't we, just to try and make it look better. But yeah, we need to.
It's a bit barren now, isn't it?
We need to re-gravel the driveway, and then we're looking at doing some kind of Greek-style crazy paving walkway or something like that along the side. We haven't got exact plans yet. But yeah, there's a lot of work to do in the front garden still, isn't there?
There is, but we're looking forward to it. We're hoping to make an area to sit as well. The Greek people spend a lot of time outside the front of their houses, speaking to their neighbours and just being like part of a community. We think it'd be really nice to add something at our villa too. So when we are there, neighbours or friends feel they can stop by and come and have a traditional Greek coffee or whatever they fancy with us, which would be really lovely.
Looking forward to doing that, because it's nice to try and live the way they do, sitting out the front, shouting across the road at each other, and just it's nice.
Enjoying the moment,
the experience of being there. So we want to embrace it as much as possible. But yeah, it's not all been plain sailing. Lots of this journey has been a little bit stressful, particularly doing the filming for YouTube. There was one moment where I was trying to work the drone. I bought a drone a couple of years ago and never used it, and thought, oh yeah, let's take it to Greece and get some shots of the house. So the first time I used it, I tried to get it to take off. It took off okay, but then I got some film of the villa, and then trying to land it, it came crashing. It hit the olive tree, came crashing down on top of the shed, and I thought I'd killed the drone, but luckily
it was still alive.
So we thought next bright idea was to try and get some footage of us riding the scooter, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Along the beach. So we took
Which you did manage.
We took it to a quiet road next to Kalamaki Beach, and just as I was trying to get the drone in the air, it just started heading towards me, didn't it? And those things are fast. I don't know if anyone's got any experience with them, but they move quick, don't they?
The funny thing was I was actually filming Chris from my phone at the time, so I managed to catch that moment on camera.
Yeah, it was quite a moment as this drone comes heading towards you, because the blades spin around so fast. If they catch you, and it's caught my finger a few times, it gives you
quite a big
razor cuts. So I was keen to get away from that as quick as I could, but that was quite a funny moment.
I was going to say there's been the odd tiff and the odd storming off moment where we haven't seen eye to eye, or it's been very hot, or it's been very hot and we've been in a hurry, or it's been very hot and we've been in a hurry and we've been trying to do something else at the same time, because we're always trying to cram everything into a few days.
Yeah, one of the bits of advice you get from every YouTube coach is be consistent with your uploads, but that means that you're on deadlines every week. Yeah. Well, not necessarily strict deadlines, but you want to put out a video and you want to do your best. But sometimes, just because we live in such a busy life as it is, just finding a few hours here and there is a massive ask. So yeah, sitting filming, we sit there fluffing our lines, don't we? Getting tongue tied.
Yeah.
It's not all plain sailing, is it? And hopefully it doesn't come across in the videos, but I know that it does in some of them, because I've been told that it does. But it's all part of the experience. We're trying to learn each time, trying to just relax a bit and
be natural, be ourselves,
see what comes of it.
Yeah.
So thank you for watching again. Next week, we're going to go back to our buying property abroad part with India Mustafa, who's a financial expert, and she's going to be answering a lot of questions that we've got about buying a property abroad, funding a property abroad. So we're really looking forward to getting that out to you guys. And just a massive thank you for coming on this journey with us so far. We've got over 50,000 views so far. We've got over 1,000 subscribers now, which is kind of like a holy grail of YouTube. Lots of people try and aspire to that, so we're really thankful that you've helped us get there. Yeah,
it wasn't something, like we said at the beginning, that we ever thought would happen, so thank you for being on this journey with us.
And thank you for all of the amazing comments. We've met some really nice people from all corners of the globe. Yes. On this journey so far. People from Canada, Australia, lots of people from America.
European countries.
European countries. We've had some really, really nice people get in touch, and also some people on the island and on neighbouring islands who are doing similar projects to us. You don't realise it, do you, until you start putting yourself out there, but there are lots of other people in similar positions to us that have got in touch, and just to say hi, and
shout out to you all.
Yeah, thank you very much. We really, really appreciate all of the comments and all of the engagement. So we look forward to the next 6 months, seeing what that'll bring. But for now, just want to say, if you enjoyed the video,
like, subscribe,
all of the usual stuff.
Thank you for watching.
Subscribe here. Check our playlist out. I hope that I'm pointing to the right places. Hope to see you again very soon.
Thank you.
Bye.